Hey everyone, what's up? It's episode 10 of the Unofficial S.League Podcast. We're finally into double figures. And what better way to mark this occasion than for me to invite one of my friends and also a former S.League player, my very special guest today, Goh Swee Swee. Welcome to the show, Swee Swee.
Hi, Ren. Thanks.
Okay, so Swee Swee's career in the S.League actually spanned more than, I think, about 10 years.
Close to 10 years.
Close to 10 years. And he actually turned out first for Gombak United, followed by Home United, and then he turned out for Young Lions, Balestier Khalsa, Woodlands Wellington, and most recently he actually turned out for Hougang United in 2015. Now, Swee Swee, for a player who has played for so long in the league, the first question that I like to ask you is, what do you feel is the biggest challenge of being a professional player?
Being a professional footballer, I think the most challenging part is to win games and to keep yourself fit. Mm-hmm. In order to keep yourself fit, you have to sleep early and eat the right food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and after playing for 6 teams, could you tell me what is your favourite moment of playing in the S-League?
The favourite moment was the goal against Downing Congen on 2007, the last minute goal, I think 92 minutes. Header goal to win 2-1. And the feeling was, can't mention what's the kind of feeling. It's totally undescribable.
And that was when you were playing for which team?
Home United.
Home United,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, the third question. Which coach made the biggest impact on your career?
So the only one is Salim Moin.
Salim,
He saved me since I was 18 years old. And till 28, I played with him, I think, close to 6 times, I think.
Okay.
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And you actually started coming under his wing when you were at Balestier, if I'm not wrong, right?
No, at Gombak.
Oh, at Gombak, sorry. At
When I
Gombak.
played time, he gave me a chance to perform against Home United. That's where I hit up to Home S.League.
I see.
Year, yeah, right.
I see. I think a lot of players also have quite good impression of Coach Salim.
Yeah.
Some of the players that I spoke to before.
Right.
Okay. The next thing I'm going to ask you is, what is your biggest regret during your professional career?
Because you get not making into the national team. Yeah, that's my biggest regret.
But you were actually selected or earmarked, right? You trained with them.
Under 23. Not
Under
the national
23.
team.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was during the Young Lions
Correct.
period.
Yeah.
I see. But I actually think you're good enough. It's just a pity.
No worries.
Okay. So you played 1 season for the Young Lions before you headed to Balestier Khalsa, if I remember wrong.
Right.
Are there any players from the same Young Lions cohort who are still playing in the league now? Or have even gone on to represent Singapore at the international level?
Because like Izwan, when I was in Young Lions, he's third choice, a very small boy.
Izwan Mahmud.
Correct.
Okay.
I seen him the third choice, but since day one I saw him play. He keep working very very hard till now. Result shows.
I see. So were you actually surprised that back then? Would you have expected Izwan Mahmud to become our international goalkeeper today?
I never expected but it's a really surprise. Because when the time there's Hassan Sani and Lion Lewis. And one of the players that impressed me was Shafan Baruddin.
Okay.
Once when I saw him play, I thought, whoa, this player, a future talent.
I see. Okay, in case you haven't heard, right, actually Swee Swee was quite a late signing for Eunos Crescent, and this season I'm actually quite excited to see Swee Swee playing for Eunos Crescent. So Swee Swee, were you surprised when Eunos Crescent approached you? Was there any special reason that made you decided that you wanted to play for them in the NFL?
Surprise, I can't say it's surprise. I'm not sure whether are they surprised. And just like I think I still can continue playing since I was 31. I just don't want to stop and just keep myself fit.
I see. So, looking at the Division 1, because actually Swee Swee was playing for Tiong Bahru last season, and I think you are quite familiar with the teams, even though there's a big shake-up this season with a lot of players moving here and there. But in your opinion, who do you think would be the title contenders? Of course, putting Eunos aside, who are the defending champions. Who else do you think would be a good contender for the Division 1 title this season?
I think contender will be quite tight. Yishun
Santec, okay.
Eunos for us, we are going for title as well. And for Balestier United, a contender also. Sapsa, Police FC.
So that's 5 teams. Wow. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be a very tough fight this season.
Yeah, it's compared to last year, different ball game like last year. Last year it quite not so tough. This year it's quite challenging league in the NFL.
I'm just going to ask you this on a personal level.
No problem.
What is your personal target actually for yourself this season? What do you hope to achieve with Eunos?
Achieve retain the champion for Eunos Crescent. That's my target.
Okay. And what kind of position will you be playing for Eunos?
I'm still not sure. I'm a versatile player. I respect the decision of the coach.
Okay.
You put me in right back, right mid, striker is up to me. I respect the decision.
Okay. All right. So Swee Swee, I'm going to ask you, do you or your former or even your current teammates from any team that you play for, have you come across any pre-game rituals or any weird stuff that your teammates or even yourself that you do, maybe your pantang, you do something before the match just to ensure that you can have good luck going onto the pitch?
For me, I do some similar prayers lah. Just talk to, I think I'll pray to my grandma. Also to be safe in the 90 minutes without injury, without any injuries.
Okay.
And the pantang thing is that I believe not to cut your hair before your game and cut your nose.
Okay.
Right.
How about your teammates? Is there anybody that you would like to single out that has a really funny pre-game ritual?
Funny pre-game ritual, let me hear it. I think one of them is Ang Bang Heng.
Ang Bang Heng, my favorite goalkeeper. So what does Bang Heng do?
He will before the game he will be agitated. He shout, "Ha!" That will make me laugh.
In the dressing room.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
He will ha very loud. That make me laugh.
That sounds like Bang Heng.
And one more player is Satyaraj.
Satyaraj, okay.
He like to shower before he play games.
Oh.
And listen to those Indian songs that I don't understand.
Raj is playing for Balestier, is it this season?
Correct. But I think he's suspended due to the fight.
I see. Between them and Sapsa.
He didn't fight lah. But just after he's there.
I see. Okay, so those are the questions that I had for Swee Swee. Moving on are the questions that are coming from our Facebook community. So before this show, I actually asked our community for some questions that they would like to ask Swee Swee. And I've got a few questions that I've gathered right now. So the first question comes from Danny. Danny was asking, I wonder why Swee Swee didn't want to continue his footballing. I think what he meant is in a professional sense, in the S.League. So what do you have to say about that, Swee Swee?
I think I'm not good enough to continue. That's what I think.
I see. Okay. And the next thing, and this is what you mentioned earlier as well, coming from Hello. Hello is saying that let's not forget Swee Swee's debut last-minute winner against Liaoning Guangyuan when playing for Home United. #wasted talent. And that was the same thing I said to Swee Swee when I first contacted him. Swee Swee, why are you playing for the S.League? #wasted talent. It's the same feeling. And you see, it's not just me who feels this way, but quite a lot of people feel that, it's a waste for you to retire from professional football at a young age of 31. I think you can still contribute so much more.
My target of retirement is 30.
30?
Yeah, but I stopped at 28.
Okay.
I still feel like it's good to end early than late to plan for my future. Because as you know that playing the S.League now, maybe you need to work 2 jobs to sustain yourself. That's what I feel for now.
Okay, next question comes from Ganesan. Ganesan is saying that, is it true that football may be your love, which I know you definitely have great passion for football, but without support from the higher ups, you go nowhere. So what he's suggesting is probably, maybe favoritism coming from the top, that are not giving support to certain players. Is it true? Is this happening in the league?
What I can say is true. I think he's been through before. He know how he puts their lights. Everywhere there's politics. Depends on if the coach like you, he'll do you play. If he don't like you, your days at the club is shit.
I see.
That's something like footballer they hate it. Because for example you train, you didn't play. That's something a lot of people don't like.
And it's something that I think any footballer in Singapore would face, right? It doesn't matter which club.
Not only myself, I think a lot of players face that criteria, but they just didn't say because they are still playing.
I see.
It's going to affect their rise boy as well. That's why for now I'm not playing. I can encourage them. Is that don't give up. Or work hard. Continue to work hard. There'll be a chance given to you, just perform.
I see. Those are very encouraging words coming from Swee Swee. Okay, next question comes from Javier. Javier is asking you, Swee Swee, would you recommend youngsters to play football professionally given the current situation?
Current situation, from what I know from Salim Moy, he told me he won't let his son play football.
Okay.
Now I know why. Okay, I have a son who is 2 years old, but I won't encourage him to play professional football. I'll encourage him to play with me together. Because what I know the situation now in S.League, I know how it works, how it pays, and how it goes.
Okay, next one is not a question but an outpouring of love from Gabriel Quack of Geylang. My idol, Damien Swee.
He's my idol. I'm not his idol. I'm an old idol to him. He's my idol now.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's doing quite well now.
He is. He's playing pretty well for
pretty well. Now he's being dropped in national team, but I think we will back up from there.
Yeah. He's one of the standout Chinese players of I think the last couple of years.
Yeah. He's doing good now. I hope to see him back in the national team.
I'm sure he'll get back in. I'm sure.
Make the Chinese proud.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get back in. Okay, and next question comes from Farouk, your former teammate Farouk Fahan, who is asking you, Swee Swee, what is your Malay name?
I will ask him what is his Chinese name as well. I can't mention what is my Malay name. I don't have. I think he will give me one later.
Okay, Swee Swee, I'm just gonna pop in one extra question for you. And Swee Swee, just to put it on record, Swee Swee is not prepared for this question, but I'm just asking him out of the blue. If you look at the current league situation right now, you used to play for Young Lions before, so I think you're familiar with the whole idea of having the Young Lions in the league. But you look at them this season, they've been playing like a few games, and every game they're getting beaten week in, week out.
Okay.
Given the current situation, do you think it's still viable for us to maintain a team of Young Lions in the league in preparation for the SEA Games? Or do you think it's better for young players to be decentralized back to the clubs, and for the clubs to be given a chance to develop their own young players? I think you came in through that system, so yeah.
Okay, for now I think it's better to disperse the Young Lions, to let the youngsters go to clubs to play with those experienced players. From there they will get the experience, and you have more confidence playing with the higher level players. For example, like I can been through. What I do is like I play with the youngest players first, like Shomani. Well, when I see Shomani, I think he's old man. I can beat easily, but no way I'm gonna beat him. He's old, but he's very smart. Because now football is like, it's not different. Like it's not the same as last time. Last time it's more on technique. Now it's focusing on speed and power. But now football is all about experience. Speed and power you can't bring to nowhere. That's why I'm thinking now the Young Lions, they are focusing on speed and power, but they don't have the experience in playing. And my credit is it's good that Young Lions is there to at least give them a chance to perform. I know they are losing, but at least they are trying and playing the top league. Maybe what I should suggest that they should disperse the players, let them do the league, get experience, gather them again, like maybe 1 year, a few times, and see how it goes.
And as a player, I think it must be tough, right? I mean, losing every week, even though you're playing against good opposition, you're playing against teams like LB Rex, which are technically superior. But having to lose every week must be like a very demoralizing thing for the players, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be so?
Losing is a very disappointed. Because no one likes to lose. Everybody hate to play against Rex. Even myself.
Including you.
A team like 11 players, they run like 14 players. Okay, no team will like to play. You can ask any S players. That's what they guarantee you.
Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna ask Swee Swee, who do you think would finish as the champions of the S-League this year? Who's your pick?
My pick will go to Home United.
Home United. And they're actually playing pretty well with Haris back in the side for a short while. But the team is gelling really well.
I think they have good, decent youngsters, experienced players, and keeper as well. So superb team.
Swee Swee, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it.
So that was our interview with former S.League player Goh Swee Swee, and I'm going to sign off this episode of the podcast by leaving you with Geylang International Supporters Club Ultra Eagles rendition of their Stephen Lim Koko chant that was recorded during the match against DPMM. This is Aaron signing off, episode 10 of the Unofficial S.League Podcast. Thank you and see you next time.